Good Wednesday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for tonight. So starting off, we do have this huge cold front that is passing us right now. Um, it's almost gotten to the coast. It's so close. It's like about to get to. If I look on this radar, it's like right here crossing Monk's Corner right now. Looking at the wind, I'm trying to push this back. All right. So yeah, this is like going through Monk's Corner right now. Ridgeville, it's already went place. It already went past places like, let's see, Orangeburg, Columbia, obviously Sumter, Florence. It's already went past those places. It's about to cross through Loris, Conway, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach. Those are next. Charleston, Somerville, Lakeville, Hanahan, Beaufort, Ridgeland. All of these places are next in line for this cold front to pass by. We do have a couple of damage reports, though. We did have one inside Lexington, South Carolina, and then we also did have, we had a ton of damage reports for up there in the upstate for like Greenville and Spartanburg. So hopefully not too much damage happened. But that's what's going on in South Carolina right now. Obviously, that's going to push. We will see where that cold front is later. But right now, let's go ahead and look at the current radar conditions for the entire United States. So if we go ahead and move on to the MRMS, we go to the winter weather, we start this up, and then we go ahead and click the arrow. Okay, there we go. All right. And now we have this huge system that you can see. You have the low pressure right here. You have the cold air pushing down to and pushing the cold front this way. And when you have that cold front pushing down that way, the cold air is rushing in and trying to take advantage of it. And as you can see, um, there goes the low pressure going to push off. You have the warm front that's going upwards. So if you draw that line, there's the warm front right there going upward, causing some warm air up there inside of Canada. And then that cold air is going to move. And then like a couple of days from now, we will have some more Gulf of Mexico moisture start to push into the U.S. This is going to be like later, like a couple of days from now. But we have this huge system sweeping across the U.S. We also do have the snow over here inside of the Great Lakes region. We also do have some rain over here as well into Texas and Arizona and New Mexico. And then when we move up to the north, we do have some just straight up just precipitation a bunch for Seattle, Washington, and Oregon, like Portland and places like that as well. We also do have some cloud cover. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's obvious as that's going to happen with any system. As you can see, as it's not. Oh, okay, hold on. I got to do that. Okay, so go ahead and turn that on. Yeah, and then here's the cloud cover. Cloud cover right now, of course, all of South Carolina is covered by clouds right now. Obviously, because I mean, this huge system's passing us. There's gonna be some cloud cover with it. So as that thing is passing, the clouds will also pass with it. So obviously, we should be good to go. After the system moves off, honestly, I think we might be clear from clouds by tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning, though. And let's go ahead and move on to our current temperatures. Current temperatures right now, you can start to see the cold front like kind of weaken a little bit. You can see like it right now it's 64 in Charleston, but in Columbia it's 52, 41 in Greenville. It's 62 in Myrtle Beach, but it's 57 in Florence. It's 66 in Savannah, but it's 55 and 41 in Atlanta and Augusta. So at the end of the day, the cold front will pass. The cold front, you can kind of see if you look really closely, even if you look into the ocean, into the Gulf of Mexico, you can see kind of like the winds change direction as soon as that cold front passes. And you can even see it on land as well. But I mean, right now, we're just trying to look for it. It looks like the cold front right now is, again, just kind of like where we thought it was. Kind of like near, just passing like places like Ridgeville and places like that. Ridgeville, Conway, Loris. But it's 52 in Columbia right now, 41 in Greenville, 57 in Florence, 62 in Hampton, 64 in Columbia, 62 in Myrtle Beach, 55 in Augusta. To our south, 66 in Gainesville, 66 in Tallahassee, 68 in Jacksonville, 70 in Orlando, and then to our west, 41 in Atlanta, 43 in Birmingham, 48 in Jackson, 59 in New Orleans, and then to our north, 41 in Memphis, 44 in Charlotte, 53 in Fayetteville, 64 in Wilmington. And I think I actually will just show it to where it's just South Carolina only. But here's our minimum temperatures for tonight. Minimum temperatures can get down to 34 up there in Greenville, Spartanburg, 35 just south of Greenville, Spartanburg, 38 near Columbia and Sumter, 39 near Florence, 44 near Myrtle Beach, and 47 near Charleston, 41 inside of Augusta. Now, honestly, it could get below freezing in like the very northern upstate. So, just the mountains and the Blue Ridge Mountains, and then just northeast and north of Greenville, no, just Spartanburg, there will be, well, you can say Greenville, Spartanburg, there will be below freezing temperatures for like just a little portion of the state. So if you are in there, please make sure you cover up your not your furniture, but your plants, and bring pets inside. I mean, it's cold anyway, so you probably need to bring them inside anyway. But here is our 24-hour max wind gust: 29 inside of Columbia, 28 inside of Sumter, 29 Florence, 26 in Myrtle Beach, 26 in Charleston, 17 up there in the upstate, 29 in Augusta, 24 inside of the Greenville Spartanburg region. So wind gusts obviously are going to calm down. They're not going to be like this forever. So they will calm down. So that's a great thing. Here's our 24-hour precipitation totals from 7 p.m. Obviously, that rain is pushing through. And while it's pushing through, it's from 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. tonight to 7 p.m. tomorrow. It'll drop around another tenth of an inch in Columbia, Sumter, and Florence, even though I do think that Columbia's rain threat is over. Same with Sumter, and maybe even, no, I'm not going to say Florence is not done. Columbia, actually, no, they might not all be done, because there's like a little shower behind that as well that may decide to drop some. So I'll just say a tenth of an inch inside Columbia, a tenth of an inch inside of Sumter, 2/10 of an inch inside of Florence is possible. Everyone else, like Myrtle Beach and Charleston and Savannah, Beaufort, just going to be like a trace of rain, not much at all. And then here's the radar as well. Here we are at the 0Z, so this is the most up to date. And I mean, as you push this thing forward, it really just decides to dissipate. Not really looking like anything right now. Even though, I mean, when you look at it on radar really tries to show it a bit more and tries to think that there is more rain. And I mean, I'm looking at it on radar, and honestly, I mean, there's a chance that somebody might not even see a drop. But it's pushing through, and it is in fact still dropping rain, a couple of sprinkles, and bringing some gusty winds and those cold temperatures. So that will continue, and then once we continue through, here we go at around 27 hours out from now. We push this forward some more, and you can see that rain start to push into western South Carolina. I mean, that's a lot of rain. So this is on Friday going to Friday night, Saturday morning. Gonna be a lot of rain with this, heavy rain, definitely. I don't think flash flooding may not be too big of a concern, according to some of the models. Or, I can check right now, but as of right now, flash flooding does not seem like to be the main threat. So we don't have to really worry about flash flooding, but just some heavy rain for sure. For sure. So let's go ahead and move on. Here is our Storm Prediction Center outlook. Obviously, that marginal risk is gone because, well, it's completely dissipated. There's nothing really to say. So it's really under a TSTM, as they have the discussion. It says a cold front will continue to bring more rapidly eastward, will move rapidly eastward into New England and across the remainder of the eastern Carolinas this evening. And it says A line of shallow convection persists this evening, and it says gusty winds may still occur over the next few hours before moving offshore, but the threat of wind gusts has likely ended with the loss of heating. So that whole thing about, oh, we're probably going to get around 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, or maybe even, well, I'd say 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, you probably even say 40, but there's not enough heating. We lost the heating, so that's going to prohibit us from seeing too much of high winds, and well, that's fortunate for us. So not really gonna have to worry about any more thunderstorms. We are done with that. And then here's our day one excessive rainfall outlook for tonight. Obviously, still the same as this morning. If you saw this morning's video, same thing for the Pacific Northwest and for the Appalachian Mountains up into the Northeast. If we look at tomorrow it kind of does shrink, but it starts to go into California a bit, as California did get issued under some blizzard warnings as well. And as you can see, obviously, we do have a day two excessive rainfall outlook for parts of the California higher elevations, and then parts of the coast as well. Day three, we do have a day three pretty much for the same region, so not really worrying about anything new for California for day three for Friday. Here's the GFS. Let's go ahead and look at it. So if we're going on ahead and pushing this forward, that storm's going to get out of our hair. High pressure is going to take place, and then that huge heavy rain blob that we're watching for Friday, Saturday, is going to hit us. And then that's going to move off. And then March the 4th, we really are trying to watch for some things here, especially even March the 6th. I mean, there's been some questions going around that some severe weather is possible for portions of, mainly for Dixie Alley. So definitely we'll be watching that, and we push this forward. Everything else is pretty much too far out, so that's all we're pretty much gonna say for that. But thank y'all so much for watching this evening forecast video, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning with another forecast update.